I think what you need to do is you need to just go all like this. Just go like this. It's really not hard. Okay. Should we try it again?
So sexy.
Just like that. Wow. Got it.
Here's a really funny thing. I don't really like Christmas.
I'm not particularly fond of Christmas.
It comes really too often, I feel.
And I was like, you know, I don't really like Christmas, but I really love this Christmas show, and it's been so much fun to work on.
Like strip clubs.
So we're like undulating, touching each other's section, like orgy pile.
Yeah.
The show's been going on for close to a decade.
Thank you guys so much for coming for opening night.
So it really has become, like, for our audience, the tradition for them.
You know, there's a lot of things here that are like wacky and weird, and this is probably the most traditional thing that I've experienced.
We just like get together and we like make this silly art, we do these silly dances, and then we just like give it. We're like, here it is, Merry Christmas.
We write a different show every year. This year we took Mariah Carey, who has long been an inspiration to the House of Yes Christmas team, and we decided to follow her trajectory.
She gets caught up in this machine, and so you see her unravel.
Mariah Carey has a breakdown.
No one's listening to her, way too much going on. She's sick of Christmas, cancels it.
Christmas is canceled!
Of course, we learn through knowing traditional Christmas stories that we go into a Christmas Carol plot.
I can float my sweet ghostly ass out this house, ready?
Christmas spirits have to save her.
Marilyn Monroe comes and shows me my past.
Why would you cancel Christmas? It simply is the most wonderful time of year.
Playing her is my favorite part of the show, plus I get to wear double D titties. We have Jesus as Christmas present.
Do you seriously not know it's my birthday?
I guess the space dolphins as like Christmas future, Christmas infinity, we call it.
In all of the years that I've done this, there is always something comes down from outer space.
I think it's really fun for the audience to see things they are familiar with get totally fucked with by House of Yes.
But baby, it's cold outside.
We decided to turn Santa into our villain.
Santa's like a cult leader.
Santanetics.
I am the head of Santatology. I am going to take over the world through pop media.
We have a Santa strip club, and it's a bunch of strippers portraying reindeer. We capture Britney Spears, and Mariah Carey comes and she tries to save Britney Spears, and then Jesus has to save Mariah Carey.
You know, I think House of Yes is a really interesting space in that it is largely creatively run by women.
You guys are gonna come in at the same time. So when Bieber thing is happening, that's your cue to come in.
Spending 60 to 80 hours on like a 3-minute act, like that's when I think theater is really good.
Open out to the audience and be kind of like, no!
As a show mom, as a director, you're like producing the show and you want all of your little babies, like all your ideas and all of your cast to shine.
Everything you learn, it's either a message to yourself or it's a message to directors or tech, and it's so important for us that you guys are like with us using your heads.
Everyone's a boss, yeah. You have to be
Boss ass bitch.
After doing it for so many years, we have actually trained on how to disagree.
I have a huge issue with ending all the acts with dialogue.
It's essentially community theater that's performed by some of the best performance artists in New York City.
We are looking at it in terms of how can we combine artistry and body and experience in a way that's open and inviting and accessible to everyone.
We're not making a product, it's really art for art's sakes, and it's theater for the sake of theater.
When you guys get here, just pay attention, and Santa's gonna do like, you know, like, can you say something so we know you're doing it?
Ho, 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 ho.
Okay.
These are my only friends, like I think I have maybe 5 friends who don't work here. I like it when you like step on my boob with your foot.
We get to hang out like 14 hours a day and just like be silly on stage.
This really is a family, and it is a family of circus freaks and performers and drag queens.
And it's just my favorite group of people, you know? Like, I'd have left a long time ago if I knew how.